Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you. So I'm kind of beginning my exodus from Cosmos slowly. I'm not rushing into it, man. But I am doing it bit by bit. All of my APRs are already heading out, and we're going to continue to start liquidating down the atom. I'm just not seeing the path for it, guys. That's really where it comes down to. The bad part is. Cosmos runs on hype. I mean, it is great tooling, man. It's all about tooling, but investors don't want to invest in that. VCs want to invest in that, but investors don't. And it becomes a problem when you are actually a Cosmos investor. Now, as far as their messaging goes, their messaging sucks. Cosmos messaging has always been just awful. It's you got to buy, you got to hold, got to believe. Can't you see the value in these tools that allow devs to build other tools, to allow devs to build other tools? And I don't. But the biggest thing is that the longer that Bitcoin continues to trade this direction, and what I mean by that is effectively sideways, the worse it is for these inflationary ecosystems such as Cosmos, such as Chronos, I mean, I can go on and on. The longer they stay flat, the worse off your position is going to be. We have to pay validators. There are hundreds of chains that are over here paying validators for effectively no transactions. I mean, we have more validators than we have users. And these validators, for the most part, they're not your friend, man. They're not here they're not here to make you money. They're there to make them money. Somebody's got to pay them. It gets incredibly expensive. And Cosmos is kind of about leasing blockchain space, and nobody's buying. I mean, it's just parking lots. So you're constantly paying validators, constantly paying blocks, and there's nothing on them. There's not a lot of action. So as much as I appreciate the vision, they're basically getting rebuilding the aggregate on Ethereum L2s, and that's where all the liquidity is. So as much as I want to continue to support the project, you're just not giving me much to support. You're not really incentivizing me. Every day, my money I have less of it. The longer I stay here and the longer that Bitcoin trades sideways, the less money I have. So, I'm mercenary capital, man. I'm long in two different tokens over here. I'm long in a cash, and I'm long in Jackal because they're utility chains, they're app chains. These are things with external sources of income, but almost everything else over here is just pure speculative investment. And with inflationary tokens in a flat market, it's not going to work out well for you. There's effectively no APR that you can get that's going to keep you even close to even. So I have to go where I have to go, and in this case, I'm landing a good amount of it over on Arbitrum. Again, L2s, man. We're talking about 25-cent gas transactions, and I know that it's not Cosmos. Cosmos is sub penny, but yeah, it can be sub penny, but none of these things are earning any money. So, yeah, they're happy to. That's like the witch at the candy house inviting in Hansel and Gretel. No, it's great, man. Come on in. We won't charge you gas. They just want to get you in. And once you're in, man, you're paying their validator, so they'd be thrilled with this. But my big pools over here have always been Atom USDC, and it doesn't really matter the DEX. This is Crescent, but it's always been Atom USDC because it's more or less it's a stable token. But in a flat market, it's not a stable token. It's going to go down. It's going to go down. You are paying validators. It is inflationary. You're paying stakers. You're paying all these people, and there's no more money coming in. So more tokens are being minted. No liquidity is coming in. Token goes down, man. Real simple math. So that being the case, I have got to move it to where I can harvest and get a better APR. Now, in this case, again, most of mine have been here at about 20%, but it is nothing at all for me to move this over to Arbitrum in a nice V3 pool right here at Ethereum USDC, earning almost 3 times the APR. Now, we're both paired with USDC, and I like to pair with stable tokens. Keeps my IL manageable, and I've seen plenty of videos that IL really doesn't matter. It really matters. All right, it really adds up. So I like to pair with the stablest token I can versus a US versus a stable crypto. And the air quotes are always going to be, man, because look, this is not a dollar. All right, it is a crypto. USDC is a crypto. So you don't bet the house on this, man. I'm just saying, be smart about it. Uh, so I can effectively get 3 times the APR pairing with Ethereum USDC versus pairing right here with Atom and Atom in USDC. So for me, it's a nice, easy. I mean, this is an easy decision, man. It's not that tough. Whatever they're gonna do here in the cosmos, and I do see big things for them, but it ain't going to happen inside of the next couple months, man. So you're talking about months and months and months of me eating an inflationary token that's just not going anywhere, or just simply, cutting bait and moving over into something like Ethereum. I'd much rather pair with Ethereum. It is stable, at least stable-ish. All right, it runs with Bitcoin, which is at least stable-ish. And yeah, I mean, you got to save your money when you can. The dream is, I feel like the dream's kind of over for me here. So yeah, time to move on. But anyway, nice and easy to do if you want to pop over here. Look, man, it is nice and simple. If you don't want to make all the swaps and you don't want to do, which it's not that hard to make the swaps by hand, but if you don't want to, you can come straight here to Rango. Pick your Cosmos chain, put some Atom in there, Cosmos, tell it to move over to Atom, Arbitrum, Ethereum, and it's going to cost you $6. Again, we're talking L2s here, guys. We're not talking about going through native L1. But yeah, we're talking L2s here. So, I mean, you can make the swap literally for $6 and save yourself a whole lot of headaches of going from wallet to wallet to wallet, but that's completely up to you. Oh, I thought this was funny too. Look, I'm a 23 millionaire. I'm 23 millionaire. Yeah, somebody's got a busted Oracle, but it's always nice to see it. So, anyway, we don't give financial advice here. I show you what I'm doing, and this is what I'm doing. But for those of you who are curious, move it. I moved it via Rango, nice and easy. I'm a big fan of Rango. And then once I get it over here, I can go ahead and make my swaps. Now, this is the pool that I'm jumping into. And again, this is going to be every single day. All of the APRs, I'm arbitraging Cosmos, and I'm moving it over here because I think it's safer, and I simply make more money on the APR over here. So and again, this is app.camelot.exchange. Knock yourself out, but we're going to come over here and make our swap. What do we got? We're going to move the USDCE, and we need some Ethereum to pair it up with. We have $895 in there, so let's do 425. Yeah, that's all right. Gets us back our Ethereum 0.23. That's about right. The slippage is pretty minuscule. Oh God, 10 grand. All right, approve it. So the slippage is pretty minimal over here, and the gas fees are tremendous. Are just not expensive. What do I have processing here? Oh, there we go. I'm sorry, I had to approve that other silly thing. Okay, guys, I have to pay the 46 cents to approve a swap. All right, come on, let's get this done, guys. This is getting silly. All right, so we made our swap. I think we made our swap. Yes, we've completed our swap. This is what happens when I try to do it live on video, and I don't edit. So you know what? You get what you get. But once we made our swap, we come over here back to our pool, Ethereum USDCE. I'm not going to create a new position because I already have a position. Now, when you're playing around in the V3s, it's not a terrible idea to create multiple positions. So you get the narrow band, you get a normal band, you get a wide band. So if you're that way you're always going to be earning something. But the only way that you're going to get the max APR on here is to be in the narrowest band that you possibly can, which is a plus or minus 5%. I'm nervous about a 5% band on there because this stuff will move quick. But we're just going to add to it. I think this is a normal band. As long as it says green and in range, I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to keep making money. So let's go ahead and just shove it all in here. 450. Let's just shove, see what we got, if we got enough. Yeah, you want to leave some Ethereum dust for gas. But let's go ahead and add all that stuff in. 32 cents for our gas. Again, this was always the big savior of Cosmos was gas fees, because Ethereum, it's going to be 118 bucks for gas. Yeah, they took care of that. That's dead. So one of the big it's unfortunate, because one of the big selling points of Cosmos has always been that. So there we go. So we went ahead and moved it in. You guys can see the split up here on the pool. And let's pop back up and refresh that. And if we come over here to the V3, there we go. We had 4 and we added 800, and there you go. You can see that chomping away. So I'm good there. I'm comfortable there. And the 300 or 400 a day that I think I harvest off from Cosmos, I'm just going to be folding it back over to here. I'm actually looking for my out point on Atom token, and if I can get it to, boy, if right now it's a stretch. If I could see $10 on it, I'd be thrilled and I'd be out. It was a great ride. I had a wonderful time here, but there comes a time that's really where it is, where you have got to protect your money, particularly in a sideways market like this. I don't see Atom getting that $10 anytime soon, but yeah, everything that I used to be turning into Atom, I'm no longer turning into Atom. And guys, guess what? I'm not the only one. I'm not the only larger trader that is also not putting anything else into Atom. It's pretty clear if you take a look at that action and the message. That's the funny thing, is that when all of your influencers are doing nothing but circling the wagons and putting out very, very general tweets. I actually saw one yesterday. It was CryptoCito and somebody else. The exact same tweet from 2 different people. Same words, same everything. But one saying, have you noticed all the action from Atom to Dot? And the other one, have you noticed all the action from Dot to Atom? Yeah, you know what? I haven't. I haven't noticed any of these things. But, oh, Jesus, can't you at least proof it a little bit? I mean, what are you is plagiarizing the the other one, and you're doing it for engagement farming. But when your big influencers have stopped actually talking about why and are simply doing engagement farming, man, look, it's been a great ride. That's all I got to say on that one. All right. Anyway, guys, questions, comments, scott@thepodcast.com. I answer any and all. I have no doubt that this video will get very, very few views, but I don't engagement farm, man. Just tell you guys what I'm up to. Anyway, until next time, please stay safe. Please be smart with your money. Cheers.